How's it going, guys? This is Trent. Just chilling out, playing with ChatGPT or sipping on a coffee. Um, the date, April 17th, 2023. This is my first video. I'm just going to be uploading these raw onto YouTube, just so I have a kind of a journal. I don't know if they're going to be public. If they are public, hello. You're not really intended to be seeing this, but if you do see this, congratulations, you're seeing some pretty juicy info. So essentially, I have Notion on the left side. Starting out with ChatGPT, I'm just kind of like making a list here. Some stuff that I should learn about with ChatGPT. I'm kind of learning about it and then building onto prompts for different sections within lead generation. So you can see here, started on the left here. So we have like content marketing prompts, working on those, social media SEO, paid advertising, email, events and webinars, lead scoring, personalized communication, drip campaigns, sales and marketing. I'm probably going to reevaluate what categories these are in because I don't necessarily like kind of all these. I think they could be broken down a little bit further, but we'll see. But yeah, so essentially I have Notion on the left side, ChatGPT on the right side. I have that on my main screen. I have a screen on the side here. I don't have anything except for the OBS, which is recording the screen and my phone as a camera. But yeah, so I'm just going to be kind of going through. Got the day off work today. It is Monday. I'm supposed to be in from, I think, 10 to 6:30, but I got the day off, booked it off like 3 months in advance. Booked off a bunch of Mondays. It's nice. But yeah, now I'm chilling here. Let me just play around with the lighting a little bit. It's kind of like my first time. I got this set up. I got this set up with the screen, the microphone, the ring light, and my iPhone, obviously. But I haven't had really the chance to. This is just like dimming the lighting. It actually doesn't look too bad when it's more dim. But what about the colors? That's off. That's on. Oh wait. That's a really gross lighting. White. This isn't too bad. Also, it's kind of cutting. Like, is this good? Like this? I don't know if I should be going like more in like that. I don't know. Play around different camera settings. It doesn't really matter. It's just these videos are really just for me. But you never know. What if I push this all the way back? Like that? I don't know. It's not tall enough. Needs to be kind of looking down like that. That's not too bad. But yeah, I'm on a standing desk. So like, and this is the wall here. I can go this way. But like, yeah, I'm in a standing desk. So if I look short, I don't know if I look short or not, but okay. Anyways, let's keep moving on here. I might move around this camera. I don't know where to put it. I put it at the top left just for the sake of being able to see stuff. I don't know if my AirPods just started sounding weird. Okay, so I have the noise cancellation off. Hopefully not too much is going on in the background. Okay, so starting up with ChatGPT. I also have this notebook here that I've been working on. It's 300 pages. I want to fill up this sucker with everything that I learned. So that way I can kind of refer back. I like hard copy. I like pen and paper. I also have a Remarkable, but don't really use that too much. Should be using it, but essentially, purpose of this is to just kind of be able to log what I've learned. So yeah, I guess we'll kind of get going here. So starting out with ChatGPT Comprehensive ChatGPT Mastery and name of the course. Going to be kind of editing this because the way I had ChatGPT writing it is that it is really going to be a course. We'll see. But yeah, and then also I think I'm going to be taking these video and with the transcription, maybe like an automatic transcription, and then be able to throw in the transcription in the ChatGPT just to be able to kind of see what I've been working on as well. Overview of artificial intelligence, natural language processing. Artificial intelligence, or AI, is the ability of computers to perform jobs that people can only do. So just a lot of different stuff, understanding the strengths, what ChatGPT is good at, doesn't do well at, performance accuracy considerations, prompt engineering fundamentals, so gradual complexity and iterative approach. Gradual complexity, so that's essentially when you are kind of start off with something simple and then you start building onto it. It's like maybe you say what's the capital of Canada? What's the capital of Canada in a paragraph? What's the capital of Canada in a paragraph in the tone of a woman? I don't know. I don't know. Something like that though. Oh, here's like, yeah, it has the example here, like, what is the capital of France? And gradually move to more complex prompts, like explain the history of French art in 3 paragraphs. I don't really know if that's completely how the approach I would take, but yeah, I can write a prompt, review the AI's output, and modify the prompt to get a better result. This is kind of what I've been doing within Notion, kind of just starting out with a prompt. If it doesn't get the result that I'm wanting, then I edit it a little bit, add something here or there, open up a new chat within ChatGPT, and then try it again, so it doesn't have like any previous history too within the same kind of thing, same conversation. So like over here, like I'll open up a new one here. Like I can clear some of these. Confirm clear. It's gonna reload. I didn't reload it from last time. Also, I've been using Quillbot. I downloaded or I bought the full version of Quillbot because I find it very helpful. Can change the can like rephrase stuff. So if I copy something from ChatGPT over here, or ChatGPT up here, like let's see here. So remember that combining different prompting techniques can result in more powerful prompts, and always double check the AI generated content to ensure it's accurate and relevant. Let me know if you have any questions or need further clarification. Essentially, if I rephrase that with the fluency, you can play around with the temperature here of the, like, how many changes it does. If you want to keep it like pretty relevant. Like at work, I would do something like fewer changes, like as least amount of changes as possible, so that I can still kind of get my main idea, but still rephrasing it to sound just a little bit better and more fluent. So fluency just makes it more easier to read. So like so instead of remember that combining different prompting techniques, there's keep in mind that combining various prompting techniques, you can see it kind of rephrases different stuff, makes it just sound a little bit more fluent as you read through it. So instead of remember that combining different prompting techniques can result in more powerful prompts, and always double check the AI generated content to ensure it's accurate and relevant. Let me know if you have any questions or need further clarification. So that could just be a little bit harder to read. That's from ChatGPT, so it is like AI generated content. It's not completely kind of fluent. On the right here, what Quillbot changed that to is keep in mind that combining various prompting techniques can result in more powerful prompts. Furthermore, always double check the AI generated content to ensure its accuracy and relevance. Please let me know if you have any further questions or need clarification. So you can see the one on the right is definitely a lot better. That's why I bought the full version of Quillbot, because definitely going to be using this a lot. The free version really limits how much you can paste in there. But yeah, let's just keep going here. So experimenting with different prompting techniques. Also, I've been copying and pasting this learn prompting website into ChatGPT, getting a bullet point form kind of listed off, using that as kind of like a database of context for ChatGPT to use and pull from. So if I ask a question, I'll paste a bullet point summary of that learn prompting organization website. And then that way, it's kind of a little bit better. Like if you can see, I am prompt engineering here. So these are like kind of the bullet points of the summary of this text on the right. And then essentially what I'm doing is then Using every single word in the above context, act like you're a professional prompt maker showing a beginner how to make ChatGPT prompts that can get responses that are useful. Make sure to use a clear, concise tone in a style that is easy for people who are just starting out to understand and use. Make sure to give all the above information, as it is very important to learn how to do prompt engineering. Give a single specific example of a prompt at the beginning, and then build on that example as you go through the steps and explain the different techniques. At the end, write down all the different ways you can think of to use these techniques. So I've been working on this prompt here. This is kind of where I want it to be. It's pretty good. So went through 3 different versions. But what I also want to see is if Quillbot can get a better response, like playing around with the different things in Quillbot will make it more kind of clear and concise on what ChatGPT needs to do. So I'm going to try that. And I want to see if this is across the board too. So also within Quillbot, there's like this view statistics part where you can kind of see like casual and friendly, already like the tone, and then the fluency too. So readability, 7% to 7%. So I wonder if the readability makes it easier for ChatGPT to understand what it needs to do. So I'll see here. So I'm going to paste this in there. 2,157 words. Let's just try fluency all the way down on the bottom. And this is going to take a while to load. Or you know what I'll do? I'll just paste the prompt. Yeah, I won't paste all that information, the context behind the prompt. Yeah, I'll just simply do the prompt. This is being slow because I'm recording it as well. Okay, it's taking forever. Let me just refresh this really quickly. Let me paste that in there. I mean, it's taking forever to load. Okay. Paste that in there. Fluency with the synonyms all the way down, and we'll check the readability too on the statistics side. So readability goes from a 47%. That was a garbage truck. That's loud. So the readability goes from 47 to 40%. This is the original. Paraphrase goes into like more of a formal. Everything kind of stays the same though. This is a paraphrase, it's just a little bit more clear. Okay, so not much is not like readability isn't anything too crazy, but if I bump up the synonyms a little bit more, will that make the readability a little bit better? Go into 40%. Actually, I want to see. I don't know what this scoring between 70 to 80% is equivalent to school grade level. This means text should be fairly easy for the average adult to read. So we want a higher form, or as high as a kind of thing as we can get, so it's just a little bit more readable. We'll go to like simple. We'll try simple, and then we'll combine all the different variations that we can do here, just to see if it's 47 to a 47. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Okay, so I'm gonna do like OG. This is the original. What happens if we just change everything of this to make it more easier? 47 to 47. I mean, 47% is already pretty good. Like, putting every word in the above sentence into context. Act like you're a pro at making ChatGPT prompts and show a newbie how to make questions that can get useful answers. What about like the best possible answers from ChatGPT? Make sure to use a tone and style that are easy for people who are just starting out to understand and use. Make sure to give all the above information because it is important for learning how to do. I hate how it does this too. Prompt engineering. I think there's a way to freeze what words. Yeah, right here you could freeze words. Okay, and so what we'll do here is we'll do Quillbot simple. I'm putting 1 step synonyms because it's like there's like 4 steps. 1, 2, or 3 steps. Or no, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, we'll do 2. 2 step synonyms. And we'll paste that in here. And so, okay, so now let's see. We're gonna take. Can I clear all these? Confirm, clear. Okay. We're gonna open up a new ChatGPT 4. Okay. And then let's see here. We're going to do Quillbot. Okay. Copy all that. Down here, we'll delete the Quillbot portion here. Okay. Now we'll see the response that this one kind of gives us. And then we'll compare it to the original. And then maybe we'll get ChatGPT to compare the two for us and kind of explain to us what it feels is maybe a little bit better. We'll see here in a second. We'll start with a simple example and then build on it, exploring various techniques and tips to help you become a prompt engineering wizard. Let's dive in. Begin with a clear and specific question. What are the benefits of drinking green tea? To get the best possible answer, make sure your question is clear and specific. This helps ChatGPT understand what you're looking for and provide relevant information. Break down the complex queries. So if you have a complex question, break it down. It's more like, for example, if you want to know the benefits of green tea, ask 2 separate questions. Add context and examples. What are the benefits of drinking green tea specifically for people who exercise regularly? So providing some more context is exactly what I kind of wanted, like one example and then building on to it as they kind of go through. Yeah, so review and refine, wrap up. Here's a summary of the techniques we covered. Okay, so it gives a pretty good, that's pretty good there too. Now we're going to do the same with the original prompt, and then I'm also going to try the expand for Quillbot too, just to see if it can expand into some more details. So yeah, I'll just copy that, paste that in there, and I'll do the OG. Okay, and then while that's going, I'm going to do the expand. By the way, I'm drinking an espresso Adagio. I think it's like the blue one, Adagio. Odaccio? I don't know. Adagio. I just call it the blue one because it's blue. with a hint of French vanilla creamer in it. Slaps. Drink it every day. Okay, so we can see that there's the expand, putting each and every word. Okay, so it makes it super long. And now I'm gonna do two-step synonyms. Quillbot expand two-step synonyms. I'm just gonna put quotations around this because I'm gonna see here. Okay. This is probably done. Well, it's not even done. Wow. Gradual complexity. Okay, so it makes it just a little bit different. Describe the weather today in a poetic style. Imagine you were a poet experiencing the weather today. Write a short poem about your observations. Yeah, the other one just might be slightly more detailed. We'll see though. Okay. I should start putting. Okay, so we're gonna open up a new. Thing here. We're gonna do comparison. Oops. Comparison test with Quillbot. Okay, so testing the differences. Quillbots. Testing the differences of prompts with the utilization of Quillbot and testing different settings to get the best possible ChatGPT response. See, this is what I do. So copy that. Like as soon as I just type something, I just use Quillbot. I just pull it up, paste something in there. Do just like fluency or like even just standard too. And you can see. To achieve the greatest ChatGPT response possible, experiment with different prompts when using Quillbot as well as different settings. Let's try this. Testing the differences in prompts from the use of Quillbot in different settings to get the greatest possible. Yeah, see, like fluency is my favorite with just like the one step there. You always get really good responses. Okay. Okay. Okay, so testing the differences in prompts from the use of Quillbot in different settings to get the greatest possible ChatGPT answer. Testing the differences of prompts from the utilization of Quillbot. Testing different settings. Okay. Okay. So here is the original prompt. Resulted in a response of excuse me. This is the response we got from this original. Okay. Okay. Original prompt. And then we'll do the expand prompt. Expanded prompt. Oh wait, no, this is a simple prompt. We did simple. Simple prompt. And then the result. So the simple prompt is then highlighting this, paste that in there, and then resulted in this response. Okay. As a professional prompt maker, I'll guide you through the process of creating effective ChatGPT prompts. Okay, so that's what it resulted in. Okay. And then I got to do the expand one still. And we'll expand off of the original prompt. We'll expand off this one. Shoot. Copy. Paste. Okay. And then we'll do expand. To put every word in the preceding phrase into perspective for you. Perspective for me. Pretend that you are an expert of crafting ChatGPT prompts into... Okay. Now the expanded prompts. Expanded prompt. Paste that in there. Resulted in a response of copy that, paste that in there, and then we'll actually have to copy and paste this. Okay. Now we'll see how this does. As an expert at crafting ChatGPT prompts, I'm here to teach you, a beginner, how to construct inquiries that will elicit the most helpful responses possible from ChatGPT. I'll explain everything in a simple and straightforward manner so you can easily comprehend to apply these techniques. Let's start with a basic example. What is the capital of France? Now let's build on that example and explore various techniques. This is already looking exactly what I wanted it to be. Gradual complexity. List 3. Tourist attractions in France. Tell me about the history of the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Describe French cuisine and its most famous dishes. I don't really know, like, that's like contextual. Be aware of AI's limitations. Consider the ethical implications of your actions when dealing with sensitive information. Now let's explore some potential applications of these techniques. Content creation. Okay. Learning education. Okay. Legal document generation. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna now copy this. So it resulted in this response. Okay, now we're gonna craft a just for a create. Actually, I just want to see, like, if I let me try this. It really makes it super specific. Oh, this is 3.5. Actually, let's see what the 3.5 does actually. Start with a clear, specific prompt. When crafting your prompt, be sure to clearly define the task or question you want. Okay, can you generate a list of 3 recommended books on the topic of artificial intelligence? Provide context. I'm looking for books that are suitable for someone who is new to the field of AI and wants to learn more about the basics. Use specific instructions. Actually, this is not too bad. This is actually kind of more what I was looking for. Use specific instructions. If there are specific requirements or constraints for your prompt, be sure to include them in your instructions. This will help ensure that AI generates a response that meets your needs. Please limit the list to books that have been published in the last 5 years. Some examples of books on this topic that I've already read and enjoyed. Yeah, so let's do some examples too. That was actually pretty good. I'll keep that there just to refer back to, but I want to see in GPT-4 too. Welcome to the world of ChatGPT. As a beginner, you might feel overwhelmed by the process of crafting prompts that yield helpful responses. Don't worry, this guide will walk you through a simple and straightforward approach to constructing effective prompts for ChatGPT. What are the benefits of using renewable energy? Now let's dive deeper into the steps to create better prompts. Make your prompt as specific as possible. So what are the environmental benefits of using solar power? Begin with a simpler prompt that gradually increase complexity. So increase complexity of that. As you work with ChatGPT, you'll learn how to optimize your prompts for better results. ChatGPT has a vast amount of contextual knowledge. So it's not even providing examples throughout this. It's kind of interesting that 3.5 gave a better response than 4. Few shot prompting. Increased randomness. Expand a prompt with increased randomness. Resulted. Okay, so we'll include the GBT in it too. So this is a 3.5 here. I'm going to put this in. Okay. So I think it's enough. Now we're going to craft a prompt that essentially will go through the different things that I have here. So I have essentially prompt, and then it goes, so the prompt and then what it resulted into, and then basically just what the prompt I gave and then what it resulted into. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make up now a prompt that says I'm going to basically feed you the prompt and the response that I got. I want you to analyze them so that I can find out which prompt is the best one and yielded the best response. Okay, so act like you are an expert in analytics. I'll do analytics, I guess. Like, I don't really know analytics. In analyzing documents, I guess. I don't know. We'll try that for. We'll just get some baseline going, and we'll evaluate from there. That's how I like to do it. Just get a prompt going, see the response. If I need something from, if I need to see something, then I'll ask for it more. We'll just see. So act like you're an expert in analyzing documents. We'll see the response that it gives with that. But then, so act like you're an expert in analyzing documents. I have some ChatGPT prompts that I wrote, and I want to find out which one of them yielded the best response from ChatGPT. I will provide you the prompt and the result it yielded. I want you to then tell me, I want you to then reply just yes once I will provide you the prompt and the result it yielded. I want you to then reply just yes once you have read each prompt so that I know that you've read it and understand the result. Tell you. Should I gonna provide, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So I'm gonna provide 5 prompts. I'll provide to you 5 prompts and the result it yielded. I want you to then reply just yes once you've read each prompt so that I know you've read it and understand the result. You read it and understand the result so that I can send you the next prompt after. After you have read the 5 prompts, please be specific and detailed and tell me what prompt yielded the best result. Okay, I'm gonna put this into Quillbot just with the fluency, just because I don't know how clear that is on its own. So we're gonna put it in here, not on the expand, on the fluency. We're gonna change this down to basically nothing, so it's going to change very little. Act as if you are an expert in document analysis. I wrote some ChatGPT prompts, and I would like to know which one received the best response from ChatGPT. I'll give you 5 prompts and the results they produced. I'd like you to simply reply yes once you've read each prompt so that I know you've read it and understand the outcome so that I can send you the next prompt. After you've completed the 5 prompts, please be specific and detailed and let me know which prompt produced the best results. Okay. Reply just yes if understood. Okay. I'm curious to see how this will turn out. Okay. Yes. Okay, so you understand. So we'll put this, resulted in this. Hopefully these aren't too long. Oops. Actually, no. Okay. First one. Paste. Okay, so I read that. Okay, awesome. This is 2. This is 3. This is 4. This is 5. Hopefully I can read all these. Okay, now it should. Okay, let's see. However, I'd like to highlight the response to the original prompt, as it is well structured and covers important techniques for prompt engineering in a clear and concise manner. Begins with a specific example and builds upon it, explaining various techniques and tips to help beginners create effective prompts for ChatGPT. Okay, I don't know if it fully remembered all of this though. I wonder if I could just paste the whole thing. I feel like this might be too long. We'll see. Let me try this again. Right, I'm just gonna copy and paste the whole thing. Let's see. Oh, now it's just reading it. Okay. Okay, well, it's not too long. Okay, so we'll just do this. And we'll do, and we'll edit this a little bit. So, actually, okay, I have some ChatGPT prompts that I wrote, and I want to find the visual. Okay. I will, above, I provided you 5 prompts and the result it yielded. I want you to do okay. Okay, oh shit, too long. Okay. Let's remove one of these then. We'll remove the original. Everybody know, because the original said we'll remove the 3.5 or no. We'll remove the original. And then we'll ask it after if it thinks the original's better. Simple prompt yielded the best result. The prompt was concise, easy to understand, and provided clear instructions for the AI to follow. The prompt followed a structured approach, starting with a basic example and then expanding on it by explaining different techniques in a step-by-step manner. The response from ChatGPT was coherent, informative, and addressed each aspect of the prompt as requested in comparison to the other. Is the prompt and is the prompt? Does the prompt above yield a better result than the GPT 4.0 simple prompt? Okay, I gotta do both. Okay, so simple. The simple one apparently got the best. Yeah, this one here. Almost felt like the okay. So I almost feel like I don't know. The 3.5 one sounded pretty good. 3.5. Yeah, so start with a clear and specific prompt, provide context, use specific instructions, include examples. I think I'm going to go with the 3.5, to be honest. I think a 3.5 response is pretty good. But it's still having a hard time. Like, so simple. Okay, so simple. My theory kind of sounded correct. That simple. It understood a little bit better on what it needed to do. Expanded. Okay, actually, so I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna tell it to compare it to the above. Compare. Okay, so I'm gonna paste the first one. And I'm gonna. Okay, so this is GPT-3, expanded prompt with increased randomness to GPT-4. So we'll compare the same prompt to each other. Remember the key to mastering prompt engineering? Okay, so compare the two prompts above and the results they yielded. What are the differences between these prompts and which one had a better outcome in your opinion? Had a better outcome with backup on your reasoning. Provide specific and detailed responses. Make sure to check your work. Okay, I'm gonna quickly just put this into Quillbot just for fluency. Compare the two prompts above and the results they produced. What are the differences? Okay. Both prompts provided are similar in that they request a guide to crafting effective ChatGPT prompts and teaching a beginner how to create inquiries that elicit the most helpful responses possible. Both prompts also call for a simple and straightforward tone and manner, along with providing examples of techniques and potential applications. However, these there are differences in the structure and the way each prompt is phrased. The GPT 3.5 prompt has increased randomness, resulting in a more conversational and informal tone. GPT 4.0 prompt, on the other hand, is more concise and has a clearer structure. The results produced by each prompt are also different. Provides a linear list of tips for creating effective ChatGPT prompts. It covers aspects such as clarity, context, specific instructions, including examples and reviewing generated content. The response also gives a few examples of potential applications for these methods. Presented a step-by-step guide with each step discussing different aspects of covers clarity, gradual complexity. Comparing the two results, GPT-4 response seems to provide a better and more in-depth guide to crafting effective so the 4. In summary, GPT-4 response appears to be more comprehensive and structured. So because it's more structured, which kind of makes sense. 3.5 isn't too structured as well. I mean, it's like start with a clear and specific prompt, gives an example, provide context, gives an example, use specific instructions, provides an example, whereas the GPT-4 I guess it's maybe a little bit better. Like, it doesn't have it as like example. So and now let's do GPT-4. So let's find the differences in kind of this prompt here, and then let's do also the expanded prompt. Oh wait, that's 3.5, right? Oh no. Yeah, 3.5 expanded prompt with increased randomness. Let's do simple. And we're going to paste that. And then we're going to do that. And then we're going to put that up here and paste that in there. Comparing the two prompts and the results. Prompt 1, using every single word in the above context. Act like you're a professional prompt maker showing a beginner how to make ChatGPT prompts. We'll see which one does a little bit better here. And I'm going to just fill out my notebook while I wait. Still just comparing them. First prompt, more explicit in its requirements, asking for a clear and concise tone and mentioning the importance of including all relevant information. Second prompt, asks for an expanded prompt with increased randomness, which seems to add unnecessary complexity and that's not actually in the prompt though. The second prompt uses more casual language, making it less formal. First prompt produced a better result because it was more explicit and concise in its requirements, making it easier for the AI to understand and follow the instructions. The response provided a well-structured guide that included a specific example and built upon it while explaining the techniques as requested. Also, address the potential applications of these techniques fulfilling the prompt's requirements. Supporting evidence. Result 1 is more focused and directly addresses the instructions in the first prompt, whereas result 2 tries to accommodate the increased randomness aspect of the second prompt, leading to a less coherent response. The first prompt's result provides a clear, more structured guide, making it easier for a beginner to follow and understand. Okay, so the first prompt, which was GPT-4 expanded prompt with increased randomness. Okay, so actually using the expanded form might be a little bit better. Yeah, this one's just a little bit more simple, so you feed in a simple prompt is going to get a more simple response. Okay, so essentially my findings are, it would have said before that the simple is more better, but I think the expanded is just a tad bit better, I guess, compared to this one. What we'll do is we'll I'm going to pull this back up. Okay, so okay, so now when we make the prompts, we'll have to go with more to expand it. So now we'll expand this one then. We'll expand this one. We'll do more changes just to see what it looks. Compare the two prompts that were shown earlier, as well as the outcomes that resulted from them. Discuss the differences between the two prompts, as well as which one you believe produced the most favorable results, and provide justification for your choice. Respond with comments that are precise and comprehensive, and double verify your work before submitting it. Okay, we'll try this one. See kind of which one yields a better result. Just to kind of see. So we read that one. We're gonna do this. It's saying that we'll do expand prompt. Expanded prompt versus simple prompt. With the expanded. Oh wait, we'll have to open this in a new one. Comparing the two prompts and the results, we can observe the following differences. First prompt, expanded prompt, more elaborate and detailed instructions. It provides an extensive context. Okay. Second prompt, more concise and straightforward, simplifies the context but still manages to convey the essential information. Provide a step-by-step guide. The second prompt result focuses on the core techniques used in prompt engineering. Engineering more comprehensively, presenting them in a more, also offers an example prompt that builds on itself. Showcase. Both responses are informative and valuable for a beginner. However, the first expanded prompt offers a more comprehensive and structured approach to prompt engineering. Deeper into the topic, provides clear examples, and expands the potential applications of the methods. This makes the first response more advantageous for someone new to prompt engineering. Still helpful, but offers a more condensed version of the information. Okay, so the expanded definitely is better because this gives me, like, using the expanded prompt to figure this out helps like it provides more reasoning. So like it's saying the second response, the simple prompt, is still helpful but offers a more condensed version of the information. The expanded prompt offers a more comprehensive and structured approach. The other one didn't really do that. It just kind of did like result 1 is more focused and directly addresses the instructions in the first prompt. 2 tries to accommodate the so like it grabbed that from the title of it. It didn't actually have that in the actual prompt. First prompt's result provides a more clear, more structured guide. Like, this is more simple. This is more expanded. In conclusion, the first response produced a better result due to its thoroughness, clear examples, and structured presentation of information. This is supported by the fact that it covers all aspects of prompt engineering, providing a detailed guide for a beginner to follow and understand. So, yeah, this is way better. This is a way better response. I can understand this way easier. So, I think the expanded is better, provides more information. Now we're just going to find the temperature too. So we're just going to keep on the same train. So the temperature is all the way up on this. So gave a really simple. So we'll condense this and see if it's better to increase that or not. This one's more clear. Just the readability is just a little bit. What if I do this though? Even more clear, I feel like. Okay, we'll try this. Oh, it's 3.5. Maybe I'm coming up to my cap, 25 at 3 hours. Been working for an hour. When comparing the two prompts, their respective results, we can identify some key differences in their structure and content. Expanded prompt, tone and manner. Okay, result. Okay, so it went back to the kind of this more switch up between the first and the second. However, it does not include potential applications for ChatGPT. Comparing the results, both responses are okay. However, the response generated from the expanded prompt is more okay. So now what we'll do is we'll grab this one. We'll grab the other one. And then we'll get it to actually, I think I don't even need to compare these. I think the other one's just way better. This one. Yeah, okay, so I think expanded with the temperature all the way up might be the best way to go. So you can see that it goes from compare the two prompts above and the results they yielded. What are the differences between these prompts and which one had a better outcome? With backup on your reasoning, provide specific and detailed responses and make sure to check your work. But then if we change it to this one, compare the two prompts that were shown earlier as well as the outcomes that resulted from them. Discuss the differences between the two prompts as well as which one you believe produced the most favorable results and provide justification for your choice. Respond with comments that are precise and comprehensive, and double verify your work before submitting it. It's just a little bit more juicier, more specific words that feed ChatGPT kind of what to do. Because maybe some of these words, when it's more simple, they could have different meanings. Some words could just have different meanings, could kind of not understand as well what it needs to be doing. But when it has this, more complex words, it's pretty more streamlined on what needs to be done. Okay, so basically I'm going to be wrapping this up here. This was an hour-long recording. Basically what I figured out is that using, make a prompt. Make a prompt first. Throw it into Quillbot. Do the expand. We verified the expand option is the best. And then turning up the temperature all the way is the best. We can still play around with these and going forward in the future, but as of now, this is looking like a little bit more clear and concise on what it needs to be doing for GPT-4. Provides more clear instructions and just yields a little bit of a better result. So, ending the recording here. This is video number 1. I'm going to be uploading on YouTube here just as like a personal journal of mine. But like I said, if you come across this video, hello. This is raw, unedited footage. I don't care what you guys think of this video. If you absolutely hate it, who cares? This is for me. You could dislike, whatever you want. I don't care. This is for me to look back on. So, hope you guys enjoyed. And, yeah.